I let myself into Jay's house and found him and Veronica sitting apart in his room, her in his computer chair, and him on the bed against his headboard. Both wore auras of navy blue sadness, with a fizzle of gray nervousness in Veronica's. I knew from the distance between them and the tension in the air that they weren't together anymore. "Hey," Veronica said. I sat on the edge of the bed. "Hey?" Jay raised his eyebrows at Veronica.
"You want to tell her?"
She bit her lip. "So, I got this really cool opportunity. I didn't tell anyone because I wasn't sure at first if I'd take it, but I decided to do it. I'm going to Spain to study abroad this semester." "Spain?" I couldn't help but smile. That was so awesome. I could totally picture Veronica there. And then I saw the lack of joy on Jay's face, and my excitement waned. "Oh." Silence. "I guess it'd be hard to keep a long-distance relationship, huh?" I asked. "There's the time difference," Veronica explained. "With Jay working nights, and me probably busy with school stuff." I knew it was more than just the time and distance issues. All signs had been pointing to breakup for months now. Neither of them seemed surprised or angry, just sad. "You guys are both okay, though?" Jay picked at his jeans.
"It's a good opportunity, you know? She shouldn't pass it up."
I looked at Veronica, and a stream of light gray guilt swam around her before dispersing. I patted the spot on the bed across from Jay and me, and Veronica came over on shaky legs to sit with us. We sat in a semicircle facing one another. Being closer lightened Jay's aura. "I love you guys," I said quietly. Veronica kept biting at her lip. "You're not mad at me about school? I know we were going to room together." "No, I'm not mad." This was terrible timing, but I had to tell them now. "Actually, I kind of have some big news, too." They stared at me, waiting. "I'm not going to Georgia Tech after all. My dad is moving to Washington, D.C., and we want to live closer. So he pulled some strings and got me into Virginia Tech. Patty and I are both moving." Their eyes bulged. Jay said, "What?" just as Veronica said, "Wow." I know, it all happened so fast, but I think I needed change. My dad, too.
"Dude, this is crazy."
Jay's eyes glassed over for a second.
"You're both leaving me."
At the same time, Veronica and I leaned forward and hugged him. He wrapped his arms around us. Our last group hug. When we pulled away, there was a strange shift between us. A change stemming from knowing we'd never get the old us back. We could either embrace the inevitable and work to stay friends through the changes, or we could let go and allow time and miles to slide between us. Jay gripped my hand hard, and I knew he'd never leave me. Not in the ways that counted. Veronica, on the other hand, her eyes were already kind of far away. I could never hold it against her. She was excited for her future and ready to fly. I wiped the corners of my eyes, and Veronica leaned over to poke my shoulder. "So," she said, "are you and Kaiden really together? Like really, really?" The change of subject lifted some of the awkward tension in the room. I tried to rein in a smile. I'd forgotten I texted Jay and Veronica from L.A. in a drunken state to tell them.
"I know, right?"
Jay sat up, suddenly animated. Orange sliced through the darkness of his aura.
"How did this happen? I didn't even know you were going to L.A.
"It was crazy." I pulled my feet in and sat cross-legged. They thought my dad lived in California, and as much as I hated telling them half-truths, sometimes that was just what it came down to. My dad flew me out for a visit, and I went to see Blake, but Kai was there too. They were both gaping at me. "And?" Veronica asked. "And at first we were fighting because we needed to clear the air, and..."
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.